Oh man, look at how clean that is. Look at that beauty. Oh, I still landed it. Bad. Oh, that was bad. Broke it. I broke it. Thank you, sir. Can I go back there and look at parts, or do you need help? I have a list of numbers here.
How you doing? I watch your videos all the time.
Oh, awesome. How's it going? Mark, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bud. Here's the list of stuff. Probably easier if I just show you.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Take care, dude. I appreciate it, man. Back in business. What's up, guys? My name is Mark Samaria. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog, guys. We are gonna tune this thing for the track today. This is the TLR tuned Typhon, Arrma Typhon. If you saw my last video, you saw that I unboxed it. Did kind of a general review of just the car itself, but it's made for the track. We're gonna put it on the track. I had to remount my front body mount because it pulled out on that last wreck that I had. And this is the top plate for the front bulkhead. And what's interesting is it was mounted like this and not like this. That EXB compatible right there, can you see it? Let me hide my face. Right there, that EXB compatible wasn't displayed. I wonder if they did that intentionally because it's TLR tuned, but we're gonna flip it around so you can see it. So I'm not gonna change anything now. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a 4S in it, and then I'm gonna set the suspension up, just set my ride height, make sure it's correct, set my camber, make sure it looks good. I'm gonna set my droop, just the general things that you wanna do with a race vehicle, and then we'll see how it handles from there. We might have to change the pinion, and I'm for sure gonna change the servo because it definitely needs some steering help. And looking at the servo saver, you can kind of tell that it's mega loose. We need to tighten that thing down. So before we start testing with the Arrma Typhon, I'm gonna do some control laps with my Techno e-buggy. I'll get a better idea of what my speed is on the track. It's important that you do all these tests when you're basing it on time on the same day because tracks can change day to day. Let's get a starting point. If I can get close to my times with my Techno e-buggy, that'd be pretty impressive. Alright guys, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to change the servo, we're going to tighten up the servo saver. The steering is really inconsistent. Like, I like my steering to be linear, meaning if I go halfway, it's going to steer halfway. It seems like it's kind of sluggish going into the corners, and then once it catches, it oversteers. Definitely characteristics of your servo saver giving. So we're going to tighten the servo saver all the way up, and then we're putting this servo in. This is the Nitro Pro FK N500 FST. The reason I chose this servo is because this is an extremely affordable servo, and it comes with an amazing warranty. It has a lifetime gear warranty, so if you strip out the gears, contact Nitro Pro, they'll hook you up. Also comes with a 6-month no hassle warranty, meaning if you set it on fire, you run it over by your car, they don't care what happens to it. They'll replace it 6 months after you purchase it. Some of the servos actually have a 1-year no hassle warranty. This one is not their highest level, but extremely capable. At 7.4 volts, it's 458 ounces at 0.083 seconds. That's insane. So we're going to put this servo in, tighten up the servo horn, and then we're just going to put tires on it. Honestly, the car didn't feel awful. It was a little skatey coming out of the corners. I could change up the suspension a little bit for that. But before I do that, I just want to put tires on it because these are not ideal tires for the track, at least this track. The shocks don't feel awful. They're a little soft, but not where I feel like there's too much body roll. I actually like how the shocks are set up. I think it's going to be better for an outdoor track anyway, so we're not going to mess with the shocks too much. We're just going to do the servo and the tires and see how she feels. Overall, it's really not that bad. I definitely feel someone could pick this buggy up, run it in Sportsman, and be perfectly competitive, to be honest. But definitely check the setup out of the box. All right, I got the servo in there. You can't tighten the servo saver. If you can, I can't figure it out. I think the servo saver doesn't tighten. Yeah, so that's not good. I did kind of do something a little ghetto. I put some zip ties in between the springs. Maybe it will keep it from giving too much. It doesn't feel bad now. The servo is way faster, by the way. Super excited about that. I put some Proline slide locks. That's the good tire here at Indy. Now I'm about to go run. However, they just watered the track, so it's going to be a little bit different. The times are going to be different, but I'll be able to feel, get a good feel for what it's like. I'll tell you if the car feels better, but I'm excited. Let's go drive this thing. Not gonna lie, guys, that's pretty impressive. 1.1 seconds away from my Techno buggy. Now, in the grand scheme of things, 1.1 seconds is a long time at a high level of racing. However, I just started driving this Typhon. All I did was put a solid base setup, rig the servo saver, put a new servo in it, and put some tires on it. For sure, someone could pick this up and win a sportsman class. So I have two complaints. One, the power system. It's not censored. So because it's not censored, it's actually hard to downside everything, time everything perfect. Depending on how you're rolling up to jumps, could affect the way your throttle is applied. It's kind of hard to explain, but I don't feel as connected to the car from a throttle perspective with a non-censored system. Now you can drive it, it's drivable, but I feel more connected and more confident with a censored system, which this one doesn't have. Another thing is, those standoffs, after that last video, people pointed out that that is a weak spot. It really is. It's basically a 3mm screw that holds that on. All the cars that I know of now are 4mm screws. As long as you don't wreck or flip over really bad, it's probably not a problem, but it's kind of weak. And then of course, not being able to tighten the servo saver is a little lame, but I'm sure you can get the low-C servo saver and it worked perfectly fine. I also love the servo in this thing, guys. Definitely go check it out. It's like $100. 6-month, no questions asked warranty and lifetime gear warranty. Aluminum case. That's a tough servo to beat. I'm pretty sure if I spent like a week or so really tuning on this thing, changing the shock oil, I do feel like I could go a little bit thicker on the shock oil. If you watch the video, sometimes I would come out of corners and it would be a little upset, or it would kind of jerk over one way or the other. That's because there was a little too much body roll. I would like to go maybe up 100 CST, front and rear. I think that would be good. But I do think if you got this thing dedicated time, you could tune this thing in to compete with your local fast guys. Well, I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and you guys will see me next time. Later, guys.